What's up, y'all? It is me, Malcolm Marie, your favorite big sister, mentor, and life coach. Today, we're going to discuss distractions. So I was doing a Bible devotional sometime last week, and the topic of distraction came up. And so it began to make me think about how distractions actually work and how I literally actually choose to be distracted. Now, sometimes if my mind is working over or I'm starting to feel overwhelmed, I just need my mind to shut off. And I will choose a distraction, a mental distraction, whether I'll listen to, have music or a TV show in the background. Nothing I'm really paying attention to, but just something to keep my mind distracted. And I had to kind of step back and ask myself, like, Malka, why are you doing this? Like, why are you distracting your thoughts to find some kind of peace? And then this came up in the devotional. And so I realized that I wasn't practicing healthy thought management, that I was not dealing with thoughts as they came in, or I was doing too much. I was overwhelming myself. And so that was one thing. The other thing, what I realized was a part of distraction is a lack of good time management. Now, wait for the connection. Before we even get into the word distraction, what was really interesting to me was the synonyms, some synonyms for distraction, okay? Some synonyms for distraction is complication, disturbance, diversion, interference, interruption, and then confusion. Does any one of these ring a bell to you, right? When you think about distraction, don't you feel confused? Don't distractions complicate your day? Don't they interrupt your day? Distractions are not something that serves us. A distraction is actually something that is coming to throw us off our day. In my quiet time, the Spirit had me to just stop and sit with the word distraction. And, okay, what is the distraction? And like most people would say, a distraction is something that takes your focus off of something. And that can be true, right? You can be doing one thing and all of a sudden something happens and then you're pulled away. Your focus has been taken away. But even a step beyond having your focus taken away, the opposite of distraction is traction, right? We have that prefix dis, which means the opposite of distraction is the opposite or against traction. So the thought is, when you're distracted, you are already in the process of doing something. You had traction in an activity or a conversation. You had traction in your day and productivity, and something got you distracted. Something has now taken away the momentum you were building up as you were working through an activity or a project or whatever the case may be. It's not just losing focus. It is being taken away from what you were actually doing. So then I had to ask myself, what am I doing, right? I have to be doing something for me to be distracted from, okay? That's obvious. But then the other thought is, how much time of our day are we just literally just doing what pops up? We don't really have traction to our day. We're just waiting for things outside of us to happen, to go run to that thing and then take care of that thing to wait for another thing to pop up. And that's not functional or a productive way of managing your day. And this is the connection with time management. And you can only stay on traction, stay focused, if you know exactly what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how much time you have allotted to do that thing. Once you have that, then you could put in the parameters to make sure you stay productive, you stay on task, and you don't allow things to distract you. But if you're not functioning by a schedule or a routine or a plan, you're just going through your day and you're really not distracted. You're just literally being tossed to and fro throughout your day. And that is not a productive way of running a household or even just managing your day to day. You'll realize that you probably solved a lot of problems, but you weren't very productive in sitting down and saying, what did you want to do today? What did you want to accomplish today? Instead of running from project to project to project as a need arose, that's where you ran to, right? Those aren't distractions. Those are just what you're running to. Remember, to be distracted, you have to have traction. You have to have had a plan. At Titus 2 Life Coaching, one of the areas that we help support women is in the area of time management. You might wonder, well, what does time management have to do with your spiritual walk with the Father? Well, did you know that time is mentioned in the Bible over 140 times? And we have a whole chapter in the book of Ecclesiastes talking about time, that there's a time for everything. But how often do you say, I don't have time for, and fill in the blank? And I challenge you to know or to believe that you have enough time to do whatever you need. Whatever season in life in, your time allowance is going to be limited. You have to respect that. But there is still time for you to partake in that hobby. There's still time for you to write that book. There's still time for you to learn that language. There's still time for you to learn that instrument. There's still time for you to bond with new friends and keep old friendships going. There's time for you to date your husband. There's time for you to date your family. There is time. Now, how does that sound, right? That sounds exciting. That sounds like what you want. Well, if you are having challenges with managing your time and being able to take care of all the things that you want to do, then reach out to us at Titus 2 Life Coaching. Book a consultation for us. The link is in the description box. And let's see how we can help you manage your time better so you can do all the things you want to do. As always, it is me, Malcolm Marie, your favorite big sister, mentor, and life coach. Shalom, Queens.